Welcome to Wealthy Auditorium. In the event that the building has to be evacuated, please follow the instructions of staff members and exit the building using the nearest exit. 2 exits are provided on the left and right sides of the auditorium, and 3 exits off the main concourse. Once you exit the auditorium, please proceed directly outside and stand away from the building. Thank you.
No. So you're part of it? Nope, that's why. Right behind it.
Definitely needs more cowbell.
I said the same thing. I was in my
It's a big day. I hate taking pictures.
Charter Oak's 45th commencement. I also, give it applause. I, of course, also want to congratulate the graduates. I know many of you have waited a long time for this dream to come true, and we're pleased to be able to celebrate with you. Before America the Beautiful is sung, I'd like to remind you to please turn off your cell phones, as well as any other electronic devices. Thank you. Now I'd like to invite Samantha Warschauer and Ryan Michaud, who are students at Eastern Connecticut State University, to join me on stage. Oh, here we go. I was looking the wrong way.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains, majesties above the mountains. plains. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining seas.
Thank you, Samantha and Ryan. Please be seated. Dr. Shirley Adams, the provost, will now offer her congratulations.
That's not going to work. Well, we'll just leave it down there for now. I broke it. I want to extend my sincere congratulations, and I want to tell you a little bit about the class of 2019. This is the second year we have graduates from our master's degree program. Although we are a distance learning institution, we know a lot about our graduates. We learn about you from the concentration plans of study you develop, the resumes you submit, the graduate surveys that you complete, and at the graduate level, from your resumes, letters of reference, and final projects. Staff and faculty read all of these. And of course, your admission and academic counselors have gotten to know you through emails, phone calls, and chats. We celebrate with each of you your accomplishments, and we take pride in knowing that you have received a promotion or have been accepted to graduate school. So what does the graduating class look like? What makes this class unique? And what do you have in common? We have around 615 graduates, one of our largest graduating classes ever. Most of you are earning associate or bachelor's degrees, but we have over 40 students receiving their master's degree. And at the undergraduate level, most of you have graduated within 3 years, although some took a little longer route, 20 years. 65% of you are women. Graduates range in age from 17 to 70, with an average age of 39. Many of you attended full-time, about 19%. Most students were working as they worked on their degree. 28% of you took one or more CLEP or Dante's exams. Actually, one person earned 120 credits just from exams. 39% of you are receiving honors. Graduates hail from 35 states and 4 countries: Belgium, Canada, China, and the United States. Most of you are from Connecticut, 71%. From our program with College Unbound in Rhode Island, we have 8 students graduating this year. And as you can see, they're a happy bunch. The Women in Transition program and the Connecticut Wage program, 2 special programs supported by Charter Oak to help advance in the workforce, is graduating 23 students, 19 of whom are here today. Most of our graduates go on to graduate school. 71% of the students enrolled in our new graduate degree program are Charter Oak graduates. And what does our Master of Science graduates look like? 88% of you graduated of Charter Oak. 59% took the business track, 41% the nonprofit track. 35 of the 40 live in Connecticut. Others live in Rhode Island, North Carolina, and Texas. The average range of our graduate student is between 29 and 66, with the average age being 46. The average GPA is 3.93. 21 of the 41 graduate students graduated with a perfect 4.0. So as you can see, you are truly a unique and remarkable class. So we will congratulate you many times through the ceremony today. But I also want to take a moment to acknowledge Lila Gillette, Commencement Coordinator, and Wanda Warshar, Director of Academic Services, for organizing today's event, and Carol Hall, Associate Director of Development and Alumni Relations, for planning the brunch. Let's give them a big round of applause. Now I am pleased to introduce Holly Honorary, a member of the Connecticut Board of Regents for Higher Education and a Charter Oak alum, to congratulate you and offer a few remarks. Holly?
Thank you, Dr. Adams. On behalf of the fellow members of the Board of Regents for Higher Education, I am delighted to offer greetings and congratulations to each member of the class of 2019, along with our sincere gratitude to all the parents, families, friends, and others who have supported today's graduates throughout their educational journeys. Today is a significant milestone in achieving your higher educational goals, and the Board of Regents could not be more proud of your hard-earned success. On behalf of the entire board, we extend to you our heartfelt congratulations, along with our hopes that each of you pursue your dreams, whether through continuing your education, entering the workforce, or something else entirely, with the same dedication and perseverance that brought you to this day of success and celebration. You are the future of Connecticut, and I offer you all sincere congratulations.
Thank you, Regent Honorary. And it is now my honor to introduce President Mark Ojakian, the President of our Connecticut State Colleges and University System. President Ojakian.
Thank you, Dr. Adams. It's a pleasure for me to be here this afternoon to congratulate the class of 2019. I want to start up first by thanking President Klanowski and his entire team here at Charter Oak for the incredible work and commitment to giving you the best possible educational experience that you could have. And as someone who is honored and humbled to lead the CSCU system, I want to offer to my personal congratulations to all of you. You know, today marks an important opportunity for all of you to take a moment to reflect on the transformational academic journey you have just completed. You know, many of you came to Charter Oak full of uncertainty, right? Not knowing what to expect, not knowing whether you could survive the educational rigors that come with a college education, many of you doing so while balancing families and full-time work. But you did it. You survived. Congratulations. Many of you discovered passions that will translate into fruitful careers. Many of you are receiving more than one degree here today. I noticed when I was walking down, I always like to look at the top of the caps, and I noticed one that said 2 degrees hotter, right? Somewhere over there, I remember seeing that, right there. And that's what it's all about. You know, many of you expanded your horizons by challenging yourselves, thinking critically, pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, and embracing creativity. And I have no doubt that this educational experience made you a better educated, more well-rounded version of yourself. This incredible institution and its students was on full display this March when 3 Charter Oaks students testified on the importance of higher education in front of the legislature's Appropriations Committee. Not an easy thing to do. One student was a cancer survivor who at 56 years young finished her education and began working at the Smilo Cancer Center, which is the center that saved her life. One, right? One student who testified was the first in her family to attend and complete college. I'm sure that rings very true in this audience. And one was an immigrant who came here from China with his mother as a young child in pursuit of the American dream, which he is now pursuing and is on track to complete his education. So this is what Charter Oak is about. And it's what the school has been about since it was founded 45 years ago, giving people from all backgrounds the opportunity to complete a college degree. And it's what you have done here today. So whether today is the beginning of the next step of your academic journey, or you're planning or continuing in the workforce, or if you have other plans entirely, know that you have made this institution, the CSCU system, and the state of Connecticut extremely proud. One of Connecticut's greatest authors, Mark Twain, famously said, "The secret of getting ahead is getting started." Well, you all have gotten started, and I cannot wait to see where you go next. Once again, congratulations to the class of 2019.
Thank you, President Ojakian, and the entire board for supporting our students and our college. Now it's time to hear from one of our remarkable undergraduates. Laverne Littles, please come forward.
Good afternoon, all. I give praise to Jesus, who is my Lord and Savior. Hallelujah. And I extend honor to my family, to all of the families, to the distinguished guests and faculty, and most certainly my respect to my co-laborers, the class of 2019. I stand here today proud with my chest out because of the honor attached to this great accomplishment. I have a smile on my face because I'm grateful for the words of encouragement from my friends, my family, and on my on days, even myself. Lastly, and certainly most of all, I stand in humility. Despite all the obstacles that stood like ginormous boulders in my path, despite the tears I cried during the long journey, specifically the last 3 months of class, and despite the blaring, obnoxious voices that rang more often than not with amplified sound in my head, ears, and heart, saying, "You're gonna fail. You're not gonna make it. You may as well just give up." I am humbled because I've completed a portion of the destiny that was planned for me before I was born. As a young girl, there was no question whether I would go on to college after high school. So in 1985, yes, I'm dating myself, me and 2 of my best friends applied to Howard University in Washington, D.C., and were accepted. Not only had I been accepted into the only school to which I had applied, one of my best friends was also my roommate, so I was living the life. So my plan was to go to school, study hard, and become an elementary school educator. But then there was spring break. I came home to visit my family, friends, and boyfriend, and returned to school a pregnant 18-year-old freshman. My parents graciously offered to take care of my daughter while I completed my degree. Despite my father's plea for me to continue and his fear that I would never finish, I decided I wanted to take care of my own child, so I completed the remainder of the year, returned home, started working, and took care of my daughter. Now let's fast forward about 18 years and 3 children later. My daughter and youngest son both graduated from college, and my oldest son completed 4 years in the military. Hoorah! All before I seized the opportunity to complete my degree. Not because I didn't have the opportunity, but because I allowed life to distract me. In 2004, excuse me, a woman who cherished her job and the students she worked for and with invited me to apply for the WIT program, or the Women in Transition program. My best friend and sister from another mother, Dolores Bell, yes, who was the coordinator of the program, saw potential in me and strongly encouraged me to apply to the program, saying I would be a good candidate. However, there was a problem. The program required that the applicant have 12 credits. I only had 9. Dolores and her superiors worked together and came to an agreement to make an exception to the rule and accepted me into the program. Thank God. Please note, I use the word exception, but I'd like to turn your attention to the words limitation and challenge, which can be used interchangeably. So despite the limitation or challenge of not having enough credits, I began a 15-year voyage to my bachelor's degree. I now realize that with most projects in my life, I am a good starter, which is how I was at the onset of my educational career. My grades were A's and B's, my papers were excellent, my focus was on, and I was doing exceptionally well. Eventually, I became distracted and allowed the limitations to get me off course. I'm sure you know what I mean. Along the way, I dropped courses, withdrew from classes, and yes, of course, failed many times. I'd taken a sabbatical, been placed on academic probation, lost my grants, and exhausted all my financial aid. This challenge caused me to become increasingly frustrated and doubtful, and it seemed to confirm the self-talk that while I was a good starter, I never finished anything. In 2012, I moved back in with my parents to help take care of them. My mom had many bouts with various ailments and went through a long cycle of continuous hospitalizations. In 2013, despite the frailty of my mom's body and the weakness of her heart, she endured hip surgery. While trying to encourage my mom and be present for my dad, pass exams, ace quizzes, complete homework, make posts, send emails, attend meetings in this non-traditional form of college, and oh, I forgot, answer to Dolores Bell, the lieutenant. I felt like I was in a whirlwind. The doctor called and informed me that the surgery had been a success. However, there was a limitation. He did not think that my mom would live much longer due to this trauma her heart had suffered. So feeling like the wind had just been knocked out of me, I braved a snowstorm and traveled about an hour to find my mom unconscious, unresponsive, and supported by several different machines. My family and I prayed to God and talked to my mom, and to the doctor's amazement, my mom the next day was awake, alert, and talking. God allowed us to have her until she transitioned to heaven on January 2nd, 2015. In 2017, my dad, a strong, proud man, began experiencing his own health challenges and also endured several hospitalizations. Many nights he groaned in discomfort, and while I was in my bedroom, crossed between checking on him and praying he would feel better so I could finish the assignment that I was already too tired to finish anyway. So between doctor's appointments, work, cat naps, sleeplessness, and even weight gain from wrong eating or excessive eating to try to stay awake, I cried and screamed and pulled my hair. I was so tired, I was worn out, and I was on the brink of giving up. One day I had just about enough, though. I was done with the fear tactics, the scare tactics that either came from within or without. So I wrote an affirmation statement, which I began to speak regularly to get me through. And part of it was that I was willing to go over every obstacle that would stand in my way. Just to add to the challenges or limitations, Dolores began to struggle with her health, and along with her family, I took the responsibility of transporting her to doctor's appointments, and taking care of her until she too transitioned to heaven almost a year ago this month. And I do want to acknowledge that her mom is in the building. In December 2018, I found myself in the hospital at my dad's bedside, frantically trying to complete coursework and other requirements before 11:59 p.m. So I'll sideline here and I'll just say that in my family, I've earned the name Late Laverne. No, I'm not proud, and I don't intend to be late, but I guess if I don't start late, I won't finish late. Okay, so another limitation. So on December 25th, 2018, I received a diagnosis that my dad had stage 4 lung cancer and a prognosis of 6 more weeks of life. Yet another limitation. I remembered, though, that God is the one who determines our days. So I decided to leave that in his hands and finish my course. So by now, I had completed the required coursework, but still needed to complete courses outside of the college to earn credits for my degree. These were online courses that were through a government website. This posed another limitation because, if you recall, the government was shut down in December 2018. So not only was the government shut down, my laptop also shut down. I just sat there and cried. I was in a crunch, faced with the decision to keep working or visit my dad, who had now taken a turn for the better and was now in rehab. Then I remembered my affirmation statement, and I chose to keep in contact with my dad via phone. Using my iPad and cell phone, mostly my cell, I completed 30-plus hours of coursework and exams by the 3rd week of January 2019. I screamed and cried with happiness and relief from exhaustion. I was pressing enter for the last time in this voyage. On the contrary, though, there was still a little bit of anxiety because I still had to wait a couple weeks to receive an email to inform me whether I had passed or failed. On January 28th, with anticipation and suspense, I opened all 3 emails to find the word congratulations. I didn't even need to read any further. That was the only word I needed. It meant I finished something. About a month later, I received a call from Wanda Warsher with the awesome invitation to be the student speaker. I'm sorry, Wanda, if I messed up your last name. I was so honored, yet confused as to why she would ask me, the one with all the challenges and limitations, but I accepted. From the time she called me until about a month ago, my dad was in and out of the hospital, and it seemed that each time I sat down to write, something else would happen. While this speech was due to Wanda back in March, I finally was able to send it to her May 14th or 15th, just a few days after my dad transitioned to heaven. During the latter part of 2018, I saw a commercial where a grandmother said she would fight her health conditions and other life challenges to be an exception for her grandchildren. Those words burned in me and caused me to have a different perspective. While I had to go through all of the challenges and limitations and all of the obstacles and other things that came to stop or block me, I had to live as I had to live as an exception for my 4 grandchildren who had been born during my college tenure. I proudly accept this new position in life, this degree, and I dedicate it to my 7 angels. My 4 earthly angels, Bella, Ali, Trey, and Amari, and my 3 heavenly angels, Dolores, Mom, and Dad. I'd like to end by saying that the definition of exception is a case to which all rule does not apply. The rules of the limitations, failures, the downfalls, and challenges that say, I should not, you should not, or we should not be here today, be in this place today, but we are all exceptions to the rule. Congratulations, class of 2019. We made it. Thank you.
Thank you, Laverne. Now you see why we are so proud of our graduates. Many, like Laverne, have faced many challenges to get here today, but you've all persevered and you've all made it. Now it's my honor to introduce our faculty who are in attendance. Unlike traditional college, we do not have full-time faculty. Our core faculty teach full-time at other 2- and 4-year public and private institutions in Connecticut or elsewhere. Our teaching faculty can come from all over the country. Our closest faculty members also teach right here at Central. Our most distant faculty member lives in California. All of our faculty are leaders in their academic fields and are committed to teaching adult students. I will read the names of those who are here with us today, their home college or place of employment, and what they teach for Charter Oak, or if they are a member of our core faculty. Some are both. Please hold your applause until the entire faculty has been introduced. And faculty, as I call your names, please stand. Jean Barassi works as an early childhood consultant at Grace Lutheran Preschool and teaches at Goodwin College. She teaches administration and supervision of early childhood and infant toddler care. Angela Chapman is Associate Dean of Development at Naugatuck Valley Community College, and she teaches nonprofit management. Carlita Cotton is the Assistant Professor of Psychology at Goodwin College. She teaches learning and memory and exceptional children. Cindy Edgerton is the Director of our Health Information Management Program. She teaches Health Information Management Practicum, including the capstone course. And she is one of those who works from afar from Minneapolis, Minnesota area. Patrice Charter Oak, an Associate Professor of Early Childhood Education at Post University. She teaches advanced leadership in early childhood education and psych of play. Andre Freeman is the Chair of Science and Mathematics Department at Capital Community College. He teaches statistics for us. Anne-Marie Gangan is an adjunct professor at Charter Oak, and some of you had maybe had her as your advisor. She teaches undergraduate level organizational group dynamics and graduate level group process and dynamics. Richard Gerber, he teaches history courses and is a member of our History and Humanities Committee and Distance Learning Committee. He is Professor Emeritus of History at Southern Connecticut State University. Maureen Hogan is coordinator of the Early Childhood Program at Charter Oak. She teaches a capstone course for our Childhood Studies program and Early Childhood Speech and Language Development. Cynthia Holy works as Advanced Health Services Research Fellow at the Center of Innovation and Providence at the Veterans Administration Medical Center, and she will be teaching in our brand new RN to BSN nursing program, which we will be launching this fall. She will be teaching a course in population health. Marcia Jones is an instructor at the Bridge to Success Academy. She teaches statistics at Charter Oak, and she drove in today from Florida to be with us. So thank you. Jeffrey Kovacs teaches U.S. History 1 and 2 and European Colonialism. He is also an adjunct at a number of other colleges. Ruth McDonald teaches Literature and Global Studies courses and is a member of our assessment committee. Jennifer Michael works as a developmental therapist, team lead for Sarah Inc., Kids Steps Birth to 3 program. She teaches child development course Birth to 8. Sigan Odesino is Associate Dean of Faculty, and he serves on our Math, Science, and Technology Committee. He is Professor of Computer, Electronics, and Graphic Technology at the School of Technology here at Central. Susan Orozco is the Director of our undergraduate programs, and she teaches race, class, and gender within the criminal justice system. Frank Valliere is a coordinator of our Health Information Management program. He teaches contemporary ethical issues in healthcare administration, healthcare information law, privacy and security, and electronic health records information exchange. Dana Wilkie is the Assistant Provost at Post University. For us, she teaches social psychology. Lawrence Wilkinson is the Director of Finance and Administration at Charter Oak State College, and he teaches our financial accounting. And finally, Christine Larson. Dr. Larson is a full-time professor in the Geological Science and Physical Department and Earth Sciences Department at Central Connecticut State University. And I'm going to ask Christine to just come forward. She has developed several online courses using open educational resources and teaches our physical geology, astronomy, and astronomy lab courses. She is a member of our Academic Council and Math, Science, and Technology Committee, and we want to recognize Christine as our Teacher of the Year. So congratulations, Christine. Each year we try to recognize an adjunct faculty member for the outstanding service that they have provided not only to you, our students, but also to the staff of the college. And she has done a remarkable job serving a number of different roles over the years. So let's give our faculty one more round of applause. For over a decade, Charter Oak has been awarding honors to graduates for outstanding academic performance, and we are pleased to have many honors graduates participating in commencement today. They are wearing the gold cords, and the honors designation will be noted when we introduce them later in the ceremony. In addition, some of these honor students, along with some faculty and staff, were inducted into Alpha Sigma Lambda Honor Society, the National Honor Society for Non-Traditional Students this morning. They are noted in your program. I'd like to ask those faculty, staff, and graduates stand and be recognized. Alpha Sigma Lambdas, stand up and be recognized. It's a real honor because it goes to the top 10% of our students, so congratulations to all of you. Now I would like to introduce Dr. Jeffrey Kovacs. He was going to read the names of our Doris G. Cassidy Award recipients, and then he will be followed by Professor Cindy Egerton, who will read the names of our outstanding academic performance recipients. Dr. Kovacs?
The Doris G. Cassidy Award is given to those graduates who have achieved excellence in innovative learning and who exemplify the essence of the Charter Oak mission. With this award, the college recognizes the individuals who avail themselves fully of a broad range of learning options. These options include distance learning, testing, portfolio assessment, contract learning, military service, training school courses, and other non-collegiate sponsored instruction, which have been evaluated for credit, as well as classroom instruction. This award was so named to honor Doris Cassidy, who was one of the founders of our college. In addition, she was the first chair of our governing board, first foundation president, and she was a student advisor for 30 years. The award will continue on in the memory of dedication and leadership that she provided to the college. It is my pleasure to call a member of this year's graduating class to the stage to receive a Doris G. Cassidy Award. Please come forward when your name is called. Elizabeth Fitzgerald from Southington, Connecticut is being awarded dual Bachelor of Science degrees in Health Information Management and Healthcare Administration for coursework from 2 colleges, credit for her professional coding certificates, CLEP exams, credit from a course provided and approved by ACE, and Charter Oak courses. Congratulations. Other Cassidy Award winners who could not be here today are Nikki Belkin from Cleveland, Ohio, who's graduating with a Bachelor of Science in General Studies and a concentration in Judaic Studies. She earned her degree by combining credits from 2 colleges, CLEP examinations, courses taken through our partnership with Mayor Vice Yakov, and courses from Charter Oak. Terrence Higgins from San Diego, California, combined credits from the military, 3 different colleges, FEMA, and Charter Oak courses to earn a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration with a concentration in Organizational Management. Michael Ken from Webster, Texas, is being awarded a Bachelor of Science in General Studies. He earned his degree by combining credits from 6 colleges, including Charter Oak, Federal Aviation Administration examination credits, portfolio assessment, and Dante's, Excel, and CLEP examinations. Eric Troutman from Street, Maryland, is graduating with a Bachelor of Science in General Studies. He earned his degree by building on his associate degree from the Community College of Baltimore County, taking standardized CLEP and Dante's examinations, earning FEMA credits, taking ACE-approved credit for 3 different course providers, credit for his Certified Professional Cybersecurity exam, and courses from Charter Oak.
Charter Oak has so many outstanding graduates, and today the Honors and General Scholarship Award goes to the student who has earned a minimum of 60 credits after matriculating at Charter Oak and has the highest grade point average. This year's recipient is Tanya Alves from New Britain, Connecticut. Tanya is graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Health Information Management with a grade point average of 4.0. The Charter Oak State, I missed one. Another honors is General Scholarship Award recipient who could not be here today is Kimberly Shirk of Stafford Springs, Connecticut, who is graduating with a grade point average of 3.87 with an Associate of Science degree in General Studies. And the Charter Oak State College Awards Honors Award goes to the baccalaureate student who has taken the most credits from Charter Oak and has the highest grade point average for those credits. The honor goes to Daniel Toll, who cannot be here today. Daniel is earning a Bachelor of Science degree. He is from Bristol, Connecticut, and has a 3.8 grade point average. Congratulations to all of the award recipients.
In 1998, our board began awarding the honorary degree Doctor of Humane Letters to recognize individuals who exemplify the spirit of the college. This year, the Honorary Degree Committee has chosen 2 recipients, Yvette Melendez and Peter Reinhardt. I call upon Dr. Anne-Marie Gangen to read the citations.
Regent Honorary, President Klanowski, and Yvette Melendez, please go to the main podium. Each year, this honorary degree is awarded by the Connecticut Board of Regents for Higher Education and Charter Oak State College to an individual or individuals who have made exceptional contributions to the college, to local, national, and/or international communities, and who have influenced advances within their own professional fields. At this 2019 commencement ceremony, the Board of Regents and the college are awarding 2 honorary degrees, Doctors of Humane Letters. The first recipient is Yvette Melendez. Yvette has over 30 years of senior-level experience leading large government agencies, educational institutions, nonprofit organizations, and developing public policy. In particular, we honor Yvette for her service as a founding member and past vice chair of the Board of Regents for the Connecticut State Colleges and Universities System. She is the former Vice President of Government and Community Alliances for Hartford Healthcare. She has served as Chief of Staff and as Chief Administrative Officer for the Connecticut State University System, and as Commissioner and Deputy Commissioner of the Connecticut State Department of Public Health. She served as former Chair and Interim Executive Director of the Hartford Foundation for Public Giving, and on various boards, including the USA and the World YWCA in Geneva, Switzerland, along with the Connecticut Council for Philanthropy. Governors have appointed her to several task forces and commissions, including the Commission on Educational Achievement. She is the recipient of numerous awards in recognition for her leadership and contributions to Connecticut and Hartford. Yvette's history of citizen leadership is precisely the sort of excellence that Charter Oak aspires to for all of its students.
By virtue of the authority vested in me, the Connecticut Board of Regents for Higher Education conferring, I concur upon you the degree, Doctorate of Humane Letters, Honoris Causa, and invest in you with all the rights and privileges thereunto. In token thereof, I hand to you the diploma and direct that you be vested with the hood appropriate to your degree.
Thank you. He just told me not to move, and I told him I'm not good at taking orders. But he said I did just fine. President Klanowski, President Ojakian, Ms. Honorary, parents, friends, and most of all, graduates, good afternoon and sincere congratulations to all the graduates today. I know that your family and all of those who supported you through this journey are so very proud of you. Commencements for me are one of life's most joyful events. It's a time to accept all the accolades, lift your head high, and smile at what you've accomplished. I think it ranks right up there with the birth of a child. And when you think of it, they are quite similar, are they not? A new beginning, a lot of pain, sometimes quite a long process, and pure and utter elation, joy, and celebration when it is done. So take this moment, pat yourself on the back. What you have accomplished is special, is wonderful. My heart is filled with gratitude. This honor that you have bestowed on me has left me nearly speechless. Nearly. It is particularly special because I am a true believer and admirer of public education. I am also humbled because I do think that the unique mission of Charter Oak is so special. Its innovation and approach to college completion, its values, addressing the needs of students in a holistic manner, and its entrepreneurial approach to higher education makes it truly unique. To my knowledge, no institution of higher education in Connecticut has done more than Charter Oak to create flexible programming, acknowledge training and experience, and facilitate degree completion. I am also proud to receive this recognition by an institution that for 20 years, thanks to the vision of a former colleague and a true friend of Charter Oak, Dr. Merle Harris, has recognized a need and created a college opportunity for working single mothers. To date, Charter Oak's Women in Transition program has graduated 204 women in either an associate's or bachelor's degree. You just heard from one earlier. I was so thrilled that prior to the ceremonies, I had an opportunity to chat a bit with Miss Littles, and she is amazing, is she not? As I thought about the message I wanted to leave with you today, I reflected on an article I recently read in the New York Times about a commencement address given by David Brooks. And I want to make sure you know that many of the remarks that I'm delivering are from the speech that he gave, which is about the difference between happiness and joy. He noted that while commencement remarks are usually occasions to talk about professional life, his goal was to get the graduates thinking about the future of their emotional lives, which he says is really going to be at the center of everything. He goes on to say that there are two kinds of emotion present at a graduation ceremony. For the graduating students, there's happiness. They have achieved something special. They've worked hard and are moving closer to their goals. There is a different emotion, he says, up in the stands among the families and friends. That emotion is joy. They're not thinking about themselves. Their delight is seeing the glow on the graduate's face, the laughter in her voice, the progress of his journey, the blooming of a whole person. According to Brooks, happiness usually involves a victory for the self. Joy tends to involve the transcendence of self. Happiness comes from accomplishments. Joy comes when your heart is in another's. Joy comes after years of changing diapers, driving to practice, worrying at night, dancing in the kitchen, playing in the yard, or just sitting quietly together watching TV. Joy is the present that life gives you as you give your gifts. The core point Brooks makes is that happiness is good, but joy is better. It's smart to enjoy happiness, but it's smarter to still put yourself in situations where you might experience joy. People receive joy after they have overinvested in their friendships. The thing the wisest people say about friendship is this: lovers stand face to face, staring into each other's eyes, but friends stand side by side, staring at the things they both care about. They say that love is blind, but the affections friends have for each other is the opposite of blind. It is ferociously attentive. He says, you're vulnerable, and your friends hold your vulnerability. He pauses, and you wait for him. You err, and she forgives. You will be loved, the Italian novelist Cesare Pavese wrote, the day when you will be able to show your weakness without the other person using it to assert his strength. As Brooks points out, we live in a cruel time when people attack you when they see a hint of vulnerability. So it's extra important to stick with emotional honesty even after people take advantage of your vulnerability to inflict pain. Vulnerability is the only means we have to build relationships, and relationships are the only means we have to experience joy. And finally, he says that there are some things we do because biology demands it, and some things we do to pay the rent. But material drives don't explain the magic of our friendships and the way our soul sings when we watch loved ones grow and glow. You can't create the magic intentionally, but when you are living at that deep, affectionate level, it sometimes just combusts within you, a blaze of joy. I wish you all constant combustion. And I again thank you from the bottom of my heart for this incredible honor.
Thank you, Yvette, for the reminder. We take joy in your accomplishments. Regent Honorary, President Klonowski, and Peter Reinhardt, please go to the main podium. The second recipient of our Honorary Doctor of Humane Letters degree is Peter Reinhardt. Peter is a Charter Oak graduate whose journey illustrates the core reasons why Charter Oak was created. His education was not an experience preliminary to his career. Instead, it was an integral part of both discovering and creating that career. In Peter's words, he, quote, discovered a path to graduation via a series of 12 CLEP, Excelsior, and Dante's tests that allowed me to earn my degree in less than 2 years, graduating in 2005, end quote. Peter began his undergraduate work in film studies at Boston University in 1971 and finished it with Charter Oak in 2005. His formal education includes a master's in fine arts in creative writing, nonfiction, from Queen's University, Charlotte, North Carolina, conferred in 2008. His achievements include authoring 12 books on bread, pizza, food, culture, and religion. Along the way, he won the James Beard Award Book of the Year in 2002, the International Association of Culinary Professionals Book of the Year, and the 2002 Gourmand International Cookbook Award for the best baking book in the world. Peter also won James Beard Awards for his books Crust and Crumb and Peter Reinhardt's Whole Grain Breads. His Artisan Breads Everyday book was a James Beard Award nominee. Peter's accomplishments include his work as chef instructor at Johnson & Wales University, chef on assignment for the Charlotte campus, and the executive director of the Johnson & Wales International Symposium on Bread from 2017 to present.
By virtue of the authority vested in me, the Connecticut Board of Regents for Higher Education concurring, I confer upon you the degree Doctorate of Humane Letters, honoris causa, and invest in you all the rights and privileges thereunto. In token thereof, I hand to you the diploma and direct that you be vested with the hood appropriate to your degree.
President Klimowski, President Ojakian, regents, and fellow graduates. I've been teaching in various culinary academies for over 25 years. However, I completed my bachelor's degree thanks to Charter Oak State College when I was 55 years old. I was so energized by finally completing my degree that 2 years later, I earned my master's degree, an MFA, in creative writing from a university near where I live in Charlotte, North Carolina. I guess it just took me longer than most to figure out what I wanted to do when I grew up. But I was, during those years leading up to earning my degrees, a lifelong learner. And I just needed someone, like my advisors here at Charter Oak, to help me focus all that learning into a valid diploma. Today I feel like Dorothy's scarecrow, and now I have that written validation that yes, I really do have a brain. Along the way, I managed to pick up a few insights into myself and also into others, especially the students who I've been fortunate enough to teach. I realized long ago that life is a never-ending journey of self-discovery. It's an eternal quest for meaningfulness and purpose. In fact, I think that is the greatest service any institution of higher education can provide to its students, a nurturing environment in which each student can begin to discover what his or her own individual mission in life is. Regardless of our age, it is a long and winding road, one that never ends, but only deepens. One of the things I learned is that my job as a teacher, a professor of bread, if you will, is not really about teaching my students how to bake bread. That is only the surface benefit for them of a much deeper purpose, a purpose that I share with all who teach or who have an opportunity to mentor others. My primary job, I have learned, is to help my students become successful human beings. Whether I do it through the craft and metaphor of bread or through any other subject that is taught at this and every other university. My mission in life, I have learned, is to help others find their mission in life. And as a bonus, my students also learn how to make really good bread. My bread class is not about philosophy or psychology or mathematics or nursing or digital or natural science, but the takeaway for my students is the same as it is for students who take these other courses. They learn a little something about the subject, but more importantly, they learn about themselves and their connection to and their place in a greater world. They are now one step closer to figuring out the jigsaw puzzle of their own lives and hopefully can more confidently take all the next steps towards finding where they each fit in, where they connect, where they can contribute to the greater good. I've written 12 books on bread, food, and even on pizza. But I always tell people that those are just the plots of my books. The deeper theme of everything I write is connectedness, which I've come to learn is the real meaning of life, that we are all uniquely connected to each other and also connected to something greater than ourselves. Connectedness has become the driving theme of my life, but my students, who are all aspiring bakers and chefs, always ask me the same question. Chef, what do you advise that I do, and what advice do you have for me to be successful? And here is what I tell them. Find one thing that you really love to do, whether it's making bread, chocolate, cakes, cookies, ice cream, or any of the other culinary specialties that you study. Of course, my students are culinary students, but I think this principle holds true for all of you as well, regardless of your field of study or your career pursuit. Find that one thing that you most enjoy and master it. Become an expert. Be the person that everyone else wants to call when that subject comes up. Be the go-to person of that subject. Become so adept in that subject or skill that you break through to the highest level of excellence possible. Experience excellence, even in just one thing. Yes, you need to be good at a lot of things, but become excellent in one thing so that you experience what excellence actually is. And once you've known and experienced excellence in that one thing, you will discover that the excellence spills over into lots of other things too. But you can't become excellent in many things until you experience it in one thing. And when you do, it will change your life forever. I've written books and made films about people who have achieved this kind of excellence, especially in the world of pizza. But let me tell you about a student I had during my first year of teaching 25 years ago. I'll call her Denise W. On the last day of my course, when we went around the room and each student spoke about the aspect of food he or she was most passionate about, Denise said she loved making ice cream, but especially loved making sorbet. She said, I love sorbets so much that one day I wanted to be known as the sorbet queen. Her classmates snickered when she said that, which kind of hurt her feelings. But you know, she had a very clear connection to her vision and her passion. One of my mentors once taught me a life-changing lesson. He said, reverence the reverences of others, not the things they revere. Reverence the reverences of others, not the things they revere. So I shared that lesson with the others in the class when they snickered at Denise's dream. 9 months after she graduated, Denise was working as the assistant pastry chef in a pretty well-known restaurant in San Francisco. And her executive pastry chef noticed her passion for sorbets, so she gave her the green light to develop some new sorbets for the dessert menu. Soon after, the same executive pastry chef took maternity leave and left the restaurant. And Denise, my former student, was promoted to her job. 3 months later, the San Francisco Chronicle reviewed the restaurant, and at the end of a very favorable review, the reviewer wrote, "But be sure to save room for dessert. The new pastry chef, Denise W., has elevated the art of flavorful, vibrant sorbets to new heights and must forevermore be hailed as the sorbet queen of San Francisco." Yeah. Denise had called her shot, just like Babe Ruth, and hit it out of the park. So I leave you with that story, really a life lesson, and hope it resonates for some of you. Connect with excellence in just one thing, and when you achieve it, you will never be able to settle for anything less than excellence again. Excellence will spill over and infuse your life. It will be an initiation, just as today's graduation is an initiation into the rest of your life. Our experience of excellence, one experience of excellence, will change you forever. Thank you, and congratulations on your great achievement and for honoring me today.
Thank you, Peter, for your remarks, and Yvette. Before Provost Adams introduces the undergraduate candidates for degrees, I'd like to take just a few moments to recognize our graduating veterans, those on active duty, and those in Guard and Reserve units who are wearing red, white, and blue cords today. I would also like to recognize all of the current and former members of the military who are in our audience and on our stage. Would all active and inactive military please rise? Thank you.
Okay, now what you've all been waiting for. Graduates, it's now time to recognize your hard work and the completion of an important part of your education with the conferral of your degree.
Graduates, please stand. On behalf of the faculty of Charter Oak State College, I congratulate each of you on completing the requirements for your degree. The faculty has spent many hours reviewing your programs of study and grading your capstone projects. We are familiar with the challenges that you have overcome. We acknowledge your hard work and perseverance. Your degree signifies that you have met the high standards that we have set forth for you and that you have achieved your educational goal. We hope that with your degree in hand, you will move forward in your professional lives and on to future study as lifelong learners. We are proud of you, and we thank you for your fine work in upholding Charter Oak's tradition of excellence. Dr. Adams, the faculty has examined the records of these candidates and by unanimous action recommends the respective awards.
These candidates have completed all the requirements for their degrees. With the recommendation of the faculty of Charter Oak State College, I am pleased to present them to you for the conferring of their degrees.
With the recommendation of the faculty and the provost and by the authority delegated to me by the Board of Regents and by the state of Connecticut, I hereby confer upon each of you the degree of associate, bachelor, or master as appropriate, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto.
President Klonowski and Dr. Adams will hand out the diplomas. Graduates, please be seated, and you will be directed to come forward to receive your diploma. We have a professional photographer taking photos of the graduates receiving their degrees. So I ask that members of the audience not come to the front to take personal photographs, as it interferes with the movement of the graduates. As you heard earlier, we are webcasting the commencement ceremony at the Student Center. If you have small children who need a break, please just feel free to take one. After we read the names of the graduates who are present, I will be reading the names of the graduates who could not be here but are participating virtually. Please hold your applause and calling of the names until the end of the ceremony so that all family members and guests can hear the names of graduates announced. You may then clap and cheer for individual graduates. Marshall, please begin. For the Associates in Arts, Carlotta Yogas, Associate of Arts. Okay. Associate in Science, Michelle D. Fountain. Thank you. Sharon M. McLaurin, Associate of Science, Honors. Amy Gilmo, Associate of Science. Darley Ralden, Associate of Science. Elsa C. Esperato Santo, Associate of Science. Gwendolyn M. Pacheco Sanchez, Associate of Science. Roberta R. O'Donnell, Associate of Science, Honors. Debishi Ballantine, Associate of Science, Honors. Melinda Baxter, Associate of Science. Ariane Rodriguez, Associate of Science. Okay, now for the Bachelor of Arts. Caitlin L. Bethaprue, a Bachelor of Arts. Dora V. Perry, Bachelor of Arts. Colleen S. Jones, Bachelor of Arts, Honors. Michael Pereira, Bachelor of Arts, Honors. Thank you. Jeffrey S. Laporto, Bachelor of Arts, Honors. Thank you. Irving Gomez, Bachelor of Arts. Okay. Mensa? Jessica Mensa, Bachelor of Arts. Dana A. Clark, Bachelor of Arts. Okay. Amani Kinsey Dixon, Bachelor of Arts. Okay. Panina N. Glazer, Bachelor of Arts, Honors. Okay. Carly E. Braswell, Bachelor of Arts. Now for Bachelor of Science, Shauna E. Burns, Bachelor of Science. And you want to go now? Jean L. Burns, Bachelor of Science. Tanya? Okay. Tanya S. Ells, Bachelor of Science, Honors. Elizabeth J. Fitzgerald, Bachelor of Science, Honors. Joel R. Raffone, Bachelor of Science. Stephen O. Powell, Bachelor of Science, Honors. Andre R. Osborne, Bachelor of Science. Dennis J. Savoy, Bachelor of Science. Edmund A. Amante, Bachelor of Science, Honors. Carrie Hart, Bachelor of Science, Honors. Sophia A. LaChance, Bachelor of Science. Moira D. Corey, Bachelor of Science. Michelle Collin, Bachelor of Science. Amora L. Gamara Gross, Bachelor of Science. Aman Al-Duahim, Bachelor of Science, Honors. Michael J. Panico, Bachelor of Science. Kate E. Harrington, Bachelor of Science, Honors. Naida. Nidia Neves, Honors, Bachelor of Science. Orlando Ramos, Bachelor of Science. Simone A. Brown, Bachelor of Science. Lisa Baxter Rickon, Bachelor of Science, Honors. Tamia M. Hammonds, Bachelor of Science. Annette Hollis, Bachelor of Science, Honors. Alexa Castro, Bachelor of Science, Honors. Rosina Boniz Carpezano, Bachelor of Science, Honors. Cynthia M. Turner, Bachelor of Science, Honors. Christy L. Sampt, Bachelor of Science, Honors. Hello. Jessica M. Jackman, Bachelor of Science, Honors. Alexis D. Lynch, Bachelor of Science. Samantha J. Ruck. Jennifer A. Serbon, Bachelor of Science, Honors. Arachi. Christopher R. Arachi, Bachelor of Science, Honors. Samuel O. Fry, Bachelor of Science. Ronald L. Kersey, Bachelor of Science, Honors. James E. McFarland, Bachelor of Science, Honors. Bethsaida Neves, Bachelor of Science, Honors. Janice Polinsky, Bachelor of Science, Honors. Kevin R. Smith, Bachelor of Science, Honors. Jacqueline R. Acosta, Bachelor of Science. Sam Wong, Bachelor of Science. Olivia Davis, Bachelor of Science. Burkett. Kristen A. Burkett, Bachelor of Science. Maria T. Toro, Bachelor of Science. Rick Hansen, Bachelor of Science. Okay. Rachel L. Bonaducci, Bachelor of Science, Honors. Derek Poirot, Bachelor of Science, Honors. Cantrice M. Howard, Bachelor of Science. How do you say it? Genualdo? Arthur C. Genualdo, Bachelor of Science, Honors. Whiteley. Deborah A. Whiteley, Bachelor of Science, Honors. Goins. Carrie U. Goins, Bachelor of Science, Honors. Alfie Blake, Bachelor of Science. Shio. Wendy Scheel, honors, Bachelor of Science. Madeira. Maria E. Madeira, Bachelor of Science, honors. Neves. Jocelyn Neves, Bachelor of Science, honors. How do you say it? Annabeth Bias? Annabeth Bias, Bachelor of Science. Okay. Noreen H. Wilson, Bachelor of Science, honors. Carol Ann. Carol Ann Rowe, Bachelor of Science, honors. Della E. Strickland, Bachelor of Science, honors. Hello. Siobhan Hanlon. Siobhan Hanlon, Bachelor of Science. Amy R. Kennedy, Bachelor of Science. How do you say it? Reina Saavedra, Bachelor of Science. Cara Esposito, Bachelor of Science, honors. Juanita. Juanita M. Fuller, Bachelor of Science, honors. Lady Anna. Lady Anna Rivera, Bachelor of Science, honors. Is it Royer? Kimberly Royer, Bachelor of Science. Enders? Okay. Elizabeth D. Enders, Bachelor of Science, honors. Matthew T. Palmer, Bachelor of Science, honors. Roger K. Piper, Bachelor of Science, honors. Joseph D. Smith, Bachelor of Science, honors. Donovan C. Phoenix, Bachelor of Science, honors. Josie? James Josie, Bachelor of Science. How do you say? How do you say? Trokan? How do you say the last one? Troga Mongha, Bachelor of Science. Amy Stiletto, Bachelor of Science. Ara R. Jones Booker, Bachelor of Science. Descent. Lynn L. Descent, Bachelor of Science, honors. Kit Dunk. Kit Dunk, Bachelor of Science. Michaela A. Raccio, Bachelor of Science, honors. Stephen Packard, right? Stephen Packard, honors, Bachelor of Science. Lovely. Timothy A. Lovelace, Bachelor of Science. Lisa D. Brooks, Bachelor of Science, honors. Heeman? Tammy Heeman, Bachelor of Science, honors. How do you say your first name? Dara. Easley? Dara M. Easley, Bachelor of Science, honors. Veronica J. Lombardo, Bachelor of Science, honors. Nicole M. Ramus, Bachelor of Science. Taylor R. Brown, Bachelor of Science. Taylor L. Brown. What is it? Lasinia Testa, Bachelor of Science, Honors. Tina B. Amode, Bachelor of Science. Pizzuto? Susan M. Pizzuto, Bachelor of Science, Honors. Tiffany A. Rose, Bachelor of Science. Padilla. Monica Padilla, Bachelor of Science. Leonetti. Gabriella Leonetti, Bachelor of Science. Okay. Shireen Stewart, Bachelor of Science. Okay. Michelle A. Scott Clue, Bachelor of Science, Honors. How do you say? Katarzyna Zizecka, Bachelor of Science. Michelle Santos, Bachelor of Science. Mercado. Ferdinand Mercado, Bachelor of Science. Signorello. Maria Signorello, Honors, Bachelor of Science. Sadia. Sadia Afo, Bachelor of Science. Arundel. Harold W. Arundel, Bachelor of Science. Angela Karras, Bachelor of Science. Frizzle M. Martinez, Bachelor of Science, Honors. Emma Kadir, Bachelor of Science, Honors. Michelle L. Figueroa, Bachelor of Science. Come on. Carol A. Dickey, Bachelor of Science. Cloak. Maria P. Cloak, Bachelor of Science. Well, let me say it right. Fuchs. Adriana Fuchs, Bachelor of Science, Honors. Lucisa? Okay. Danny Spark and Lucisa, Bachelor of Science. Tranisha N. Gibbs, Bachelor of Science, Honors. Kerstetter? Matthew S. Kerstetter, Bachelor of Science. Gata? Caitlin A. Gata, Bachelor of Science. Galino. Mark P. Galino, Bachelor of Science. Servino. Alexandria C. Savarino, Bachelor of Science, Honors. Andrus? Caitlin A. Andrus, Bachelor of Science, Honors. Leona S. Logan, Bachelor of Science, Honors. Megan L. Frechette, Bachelor of Science, Honors. Kevin R. Jackson, Bachelor of Science. Nicole M. Thomas, Bachelor of Science, Honors. Duplin? Michelle L. Duplin, Bachelor of Science, Honors. How do you say your last name? Naomi Arizari, Bachelor of Science, Honors. How do you spell Arvar? Okay. Carolina Arvar Hernandez, Bachelor of Science, Honors. Try that one, sorry. Valencia. Karen Valencia, Bachelor of Science, Honors. How do you spell it? Yeah. Sharon Fair, Bachelor of Science. Carolina F. Vargas, Bachelor of Science. Lee Troy O. Dwyer, Bachelor of Science. Honors. Cortez. Nancy P. Cortez, Bachelor of Science. Estrada. Amanda Estrada, Bachelor of Science. Giglio. Kathleen V. Giglio, Bachelor of Science, Honors. Loren. Okay, Lisa Lorenzetti, Bachelor of Science. Crisafi. Michelle L. Crisafi, Bachelor of Science. Okay. Eunice Albertini, Bachelor of Science. Tingor? Okay. Victoria S. Tignor, Bachelor of Science, Honors. Bisson? Okay. Bridget M. Bisson, Bachelor of Science. Got this one. Daniel J. McDonald, Bachelor of Science. Foulard? Fouliard. Morgan M. Fouliardi, Bachelor of Science, Honors. Okay. Marissa N. Karen, Bachelor of Science, Honors. How do you say your last name? Okay. Scott A. Domrafalski, Bachelor of Science, Honors. Tompkins, okay. So Greg Tompkins, Bachelor of Science. Holly R. Ramos, Bachelor of Science, Honors. Bridgeford. William Bridgeford, Bachelor of Science. Yeah, Jadera Arusto, Bachelor of Science. Okay. Debbie R. Landrum, Bachelor of Science, Honors. Irene Carasquilla, Bachelor of Science. Keisha L. Martin Valles, Bachelor of Science. Okay. Kimberly A. Rivera, Bachelor of Science. Maria Sanchez, Bachelor of Science, Honors. Perillin? Okay. Ronald R. Perillin, Bachelor of Science. Krista Joseph, Bachelor of Science. Vasquez. Marvin F. Vasquez, Bachelor of Science, Honors. Suzanne or Susan? Suzanne J. Miller, Bachelor of Science, Honors. Heon? Jared S. Heon, Bachelor of Science. Furtado. Lisa M. Furtado, Bachelor of Science, Honors. Charlene L. Howie, Bachelor of Science, Honors. Isom? Cheryl A. Isom, Bachelor of Science. Myra E. Gonzalez, Bachelor of Science. Lux, is it Lux? Luce M. Gonzalez, Bachelor of Science. How do you say your last name? Pizarlik? Bonnie A. Pizarlik, Bachelor of Science. Garrett Monroe, Bachelor of Science. Serben? Daniel J. Serben, Bachelor of Science. Ashley C. Franklin, Bachelor of Science, Honors. How do you say it, Marianne? Marianne Dekaki Mahaliyama, Bachelor of Science. Okay, Michelle L. Ramitan, Bachelor of Science. Monroe? Nancy G. Moreau, Bachelor of Science, Honors. Hi. Carol V. Hendricks, Bachelor of Science. Prosper. Melissa S. Robinson Prosper, Bachelor of Science, Honors. Falu. Jamie L. Falu, Bachelor of Science. Benita Clark. Benita Clark, Bachelor of Science. Kenyetta Warren, Bachelor of Science. Seacott. Kimberly D. Seacott, Bachelor of Science. Jordan J. Henry, Bachelor of Science. Sierra. Rose M. Sierra, Bachelor of Science. Haplin. Brenda K. Haplin, Bachelor of Science, Honors. Constanti. Elizabeth Constanti, Bachelor of Science. Andrea Bonilla. Andrea Bonilla, Bachelor of Science. Joseph A. Johnson, Bachelor of Science. Jalon Miller, Bachelor of Science, Honors. Crystal, right? Crystal Murray, Bachelor of Science. Tapia? Carl L. Tapia, Bachelor of Science. Israel Ortez, Bachelor of Science. Carlton J. Giles, Bachelor of Science. Danya S. Virgin, Bachelor of Science, Honors. Karen Williams, Bachelor of Science. Quantia S. Edwards, Bachelor of Science. Arminda B.C., Bachelor of Science. Oh yeah, Laverne Littles, Bachelor of Science. Oh, Brenda, hello. Brenda E. Oliver, Master of Science. Belinda E. Oliver, Master of Science. Ashley Likely, Master of Science. Frank Booth, Master of Science. Anne-Marie Lissy, Master of Science. Ayana M. Drake, Master of Science. Kent Laurent, Master of Science. Javier, right? Javier Rosario, Master of Science, Honors. Karen P. Taylor, Master of Science. Constant M. Regala, Master of Science. Labassier? Westcott? Beth Labassier Westcott, Master of Science. Master of Organizational Effectiveness and Leadership. Doug Duford, Master of Science. Schumann? Jeffrey S. Schumann, Master of Science. Piccolo? What? Piccoli. Christopher N. Piccoli, Master of Science. Peach? Michelle L. Peach, Master of Science. Okay. Michael L. Cinsigali, Master of Science. Shamika L. Garcia, Master of Science, Honors. Did I say it right? April Shines. April L. Shines, Master of Science. Sandra M. Pelletier, Master of Science. Rone? Marlena M. Rone, Master of Science. Robert J. Grant, Master of Science. Hayes. John L. Hayes, Master of Science. Kwame. Jeffrey Kwame, Master of Science. Shingari? Okay. Aaron E. Shingari, Master of Science. Waltos? Gina Waltos, Master of Science, Honors. Donnie. David A. Donnie, Master of Science. Donnie. Tawana? Tawana Z. Haynes, Master of Science. Last one. Patrice. Bernier. Okay, Patrice E. Bernier, Master of Science. Okay. The following graduates have requested to participate via the webcast in today's commencement. Bachelor of Arts, Christopher Arbanuka, Kensington, Connecticut. Bachelor of Science, Cheryl May Whitney Lazaro, Honors. Ewa Beach, Hawaii. Tristan Marvel, Honors. Alvin, Texas. Rosemay A. McTosh, Bethlehem, Georgia. Eleanor Pomerette, Mobile, Alabama. Priscilla Devi Praza, Epa, California. Margaret Sebra, Brantford, Connecticut. Congratulations, class of 2019.
Once again, congratulations to the class of 2019. Now you may move the tassels on your cap from right to left, signifying that you are now graduates. And now that you are graduates, I would like to call upon John Thomas, President of the Alumni Association, to welcome you as members of the Charter Oak Alumni.
Hello, everybody. So this is the hardest speaking gig on the face of the planet because you guys just really want to go, right? You're ready to rumble, right? Bear with me for just a minute. I promise this won't be painful. Okay, so, excuse me. So welcome to an elite group of graduates of Connecticut's only public online college. You are now a Charter Oak alum. And as an alum, and as me being an alum and the president of the Alumni Association, I want to encourage you all to stay connected, with Charter Oak State College through the Alumni Association. We provide professional networking, social opportunities. We offer support to graduates who wish to further their education or careers in Connecticut and around the country. And we want to help you stay connected to your college here and your fellow alums. We invite you to be an active member by participating in events such as the Yard Goats game that's coming up on August 22nd. You can check that out on the website. We have discounted tickets for all of you alums now. Share your knowledge with others. Serve on the Alumni Association Board. Really, really want your energy and ideas on the Alumni Association Board. By continuing to promote your alma mater to other adults who want to return to college. It was a good deal for you. It'll be a good deal for them. You don't have to be a Connecticut resident to be an Alumni Association participant. One of the advantages of Charter Oak State College, of course, is that we're all about long-distance learning, and we've got the whole communicating over long distance figured out. So please visit our table on the way outside today, so we can congratulate you, and you can meet some of our alumni leaders. We'd love to get your contact information so we can keep you up to date about Alumni Association activities. I told you this would be short. In closing, I'm asking you to join us on the Alumni Association to create a vast community of engaged partners, building relationships together, and empowering the pursuit of education and career satisfaction. That's all I got. All right, time to celebrate.
Thank you, John. Now, this really is the last speech of the night. Graduates, let me begin by congratulating all of you on your achievement. Many of our undergraduates have arrived at this moment along a non-traditional path, often after a number of false starts and over far more than the usual number of years. Many of our graduate students spent a number of years working before deciding to pursue their next degree. And many of you were often stopped in your progress by family responsibilities, as we heard from Laverne. You put those family responsibilities ahead of your own needs, and that meant your education was delayed. So I know how much it means to you that you are finally able to earn your degree. So as you sit here and enjoy this well-earned celebration of your accomplishments, it's the perfect moment to think about what your degree efforts say about you. First, you all had the courage to try again. You put aside the things that blocked your original efforts to finish a degree, and you put yourself out there again. You tackled the challenge of a college credential. To me, taking the risk to start again is far more interesting than the reasons why you didn't finish the first time. I'm intrigued by the grit it takes to try again. Everyone faces failure at some time in his or her life. And for many of us, those failures are permanent. But for you, our second chance learners, your initial failure to complete was not fatal, nor were all the other things that threatened to derail this effort. You persevered through illness, financial pressures, weddings and divorces, sick children, demanding professors, and all sorts of life challenges. With each threat, you dug in deeper and you refused to surrender. You just kept putting yourself out there. For those of you earning your